channel. So today I thought that I would make a video in regards to this pocket planner setup that I have. I know I've talked about my love-hate relationship with rings, and I got highly inspired from Miss Monique over on YouTube and Instagram. I just think that if I was going to try any ring bound system just to even play in, that I would use Pocket, and I chose Pocket because I could turn it into my wallet, and also because I could make it a wallet, I felt more committed to using it as my wallet versus my main planner, because my main planner right now is my Moleskine bullet journal. But I just wanted something fun to kind of use and play with, and I thought that this would be fun to set up and also fun and functional in a way as well. So I went ahead and set this up as my everyday carry or on the go and my wallet. So the cover is actually a Moterm. It is the old Moterm. I have had this for several years now. It was one of the first Moterms from their first line or first collection of planners. I got this, believe it or not, I got this planner for like 20 bucks. Give me 1 second. Okay, I had to step away and play mommy, or not play mommy, but be the disciplinary for a minute, because my son is getting into a lot of stuff. And although I allow him to roam the house freely and he's never really in his playpen, it's just one of those moments where I had to put him in his playpen, because when I'm not watching, he usually gets into something and it could be something dangerous. So I'd rather him be safe than be sorry about letting him roam and doing this. So I put him down. I thought he was going to sit still while I did this, but he chose not to. So, and also my husband's on TDY. He's been gone for several weeks now. And so it's up to me to do everything. But like I was saying, this is one of the old Moterms. It doesn't have any branding. It was one of the Moterms that had like the 19mm rings. I had 30mm rings in here. I had 30mm rings in here. They were silver. 30mm rings in this kind of planner, this pocket, is kind of tight. Only because the strap is short, one, and then two, 30 does not really fit comfortably in here. Your inserts are going to come flush. Like, this is already pushing it with 25, but your inserts with 30 are going to come flush to the edge, and it doesn't really allow for any like movement. You won't be able to close this despite some of the videos that might have shown 30 with this. I even have videos where I've had 30mm rings and it was always a tight close no matter what. But I've since then switched them out for 25 gold rings. And again, inspired by Monique to try 25mm gold rings, because, or just 25 millimeters, because I've never tried it in this kind of pocket planner. I've always had 30. But I do have a print impressions that I used last year in a setup that I actually have 30mm gold rings in. So that's that. So this is like the ostrich, believe it or not. I paid like 20 bucks for it. You probably won't be able to find a Moterm worth 20 bucks today, because once they got popular, they jacked up their prices, and that's how things go. But anyway, in this planner, I keep like the COVID vaccination card. Don't know if I need it still, but I keep it. I know you can get them digitally now. And then I keep like my German driver's license. I don't live in Germany anymore, so I don't really need the German driver's license, but I like to keep it because it still has my information on it. And then I have like some important stuff in here that I would rather not lose and not risk losing. So I kind of keep it in this zip. And then in the back is my wallet. So I basically have like all my debit and credit cards and IDs. In this pocket, I can't even get this out, but in this pocket I have like some page flags And then in the back, I have like a today ruler, and I also keep a jumbo clip. I don't really know why I keep a jumbo clip. Maybe I was thinking at the time when I set this up that I would need it to clip something. Nonetheless, it's super useful, so I just keep one in there. Going back to the front, all of these inserts, and this is chunky, and I will explain what I might switch into and why I haven't switched into it yet. But anyway, all of the inserts are from Amazon. So basically, I just have a fly leaf, and then I have this top loading pocket that just has a affirmation card, which basically says I am able to calm my mind. When I think about my on the go planner, on the go for me is always chaotic. I always have a bunch of receipts everywhere. I always throw coins in my wallet. I always write stuff scattered and whatnot. And I just want to calm my mind and have everything run smoothly, which is why I kind of chose the Hobonichi Weeks this year, is because I didn't have to draw out anything, and it had everything that I needed anyway, and it was all structured. And yeah, it has bookmarks so I can find pages. Enough of that, but nonetheless, yes, I want to be able to find things easily. Thought that was fitting, by the way. Picture of my husband, and then I have this zip pouch which just keeps some repositional tabs, and then this month's calendar, and then some Filofax jot pads. I talked about them in a video that I did last year. I'll zoom you guys in just a little bit. I talked about them in a video I did last year for a pocket setup that I was using as bullet journal. And then I also have this vellum in here for no reason at all but to cover this. So basically, this is the monthly section, and I only have 4 months. So I have November, December, or I'm sorry, I only have 3 months. Where did I get 4 from? I have November, December, and January. And basically, it's just a place for me to forward plan. There's no stickering in here. It's just a place for me to functionally plan out upcoming events, current events, things like that. And so I have December in January, and I've already kind of put like some of December stuff in here, and as December comes I will then start to forward plan some of January stuff in here. But I've already been kind of planning my 2023 stuff, so I'm getting ready to switch out of this and into that, but I'm going to use this until the end of the year. And then once I get past that, I have some sticky notes, and then this goes into my weekly section. And basically, this is a place for me to capture like top task of the day or things for the day, like packages, whether it be garbage day, whether it be a holiday, whether I have like an appointment or some sort, or reminders. This is where I'm capturing it, is in the weekly section. And basically, I just put what kind of week it is. Like it's November 7th through the 13th. I just put that at the top here. You can't see it because of the tab, but basically, I just fill in the week as I need. If there's nothing happening on that day, there's nothing there. And I just have enough weeklies to carry me through the rest of the year. I have all of November and December, and then I think 1 week of January. And then after I get past the weeklies, I have these Filofax pink pages in here, which are shorter in height and in or shorter at the top and the bottom. And I don't know if they're shorter in width, but they kind of like sit in the middle of these pocket inserts from Amazon. But anyway, they're here so that I can take weekly notes. There's just 4 sheets because the Filofax lines are really small. And yeah, I don't need more than that. And then this would be my daily section. I actually have stuff coming from So Much Crafting. I ordered the Christmas kit, the Christmas tracker kit, which I'm going to put in here because around Christmas time, you know, we have our anniversary, our wedding anniversary, and then we have a son. And there's always stuff that we want to do for Christmas. And this year, we don't know if we're going to be able to go home. So we're going to try to make the best of Christmas ourselves here if we have to be. So I bought a Christmas kit, and I basically want to do like, cause Christmas is my favorite time of year anyway. This time of year is my favorite, and basically, I just want to keep track of like the countdown to Christmas, and I want to do like family traditions and recipes and things like that. I will talk more in depth about all of that once I get those inserts. I did buy a tracker insert from So Much Crafting because I printed these from, I want to say, Wonderful. I printed these, they were free, but I don't really care for them, and I cut them at Filofax width, so they're kind of short too, so I can see the back of this daily peeking out. But anyway, I put this in here today. That's why it's kind of empty, and it's just tracking like vitamins and medications and current moods. And I do have some updates in regards to my bullet journal that I will share with you guys in another video, because it is going to take some time to go through some of the changes that I've made. And then these are the daily pages. Everything is undated, if I didn't already mention that. And basically I just split the page up. That's why I keep a ruler. And I just write like all the to-dos for that day. If you've seen any of my daily spreads or how I daily plan, it's basically the same throughout all of my planners. I just stick to what works for me. This kind of layout works where I have like a small schedule and a to-do list. I am kind of brainstorming new ways. Oops. Sorry. I'm kind of brainstorming new ways to do my daily pages, but for right now, this is what really works. And then I just keep track of the weather and maybe a small note or dinner or something like that. I ended up doing, so I got this on Friday. So I ended up setting it up and using it Friday and then Saturday. And then somewhere in between, I forgot Sunday. So I ended up pre-planning or forward planning for Monday, which is today. And then I was like, where's Sunday? I didn't use my planners Sunday anyway. I didn't even use my bullet journal. So it didn't really matter. I did have a couple of like to-do things that I needed to do. So for Sunday, I just wrote like my to-dos, kept track of the weather, and I had a couple of little notes, but that was about it. And then this is Monday, and same thing. I had a couple of little appointments and routines today, some stuff that I didn't track off or check off because I've been using my bullet journal today, but I do have some daily notes. And then that's what the blank dailies look like. And so once we get past the daily section, I have this to do, or it's a to do section, but I've been using it for like basically anything. So I've labeled this one to buy, and basically it's just a running to buy list. Because my husband is TDY right now and I'm kind of here by myself, I've just been kind of keeping track of some of the things that we are running low on, some things that I might have to actually go out and get pretty soon. So I've just been keeping a list of some of those items, and then I will pick a day and then go get them. So that is my to-do section. And then this section is the funnest section in here right now. When I get my Christmas kit, that will be fun. But this is my favorites. And then I have the Cornell note inserts in here. And that's basically... it's basically for like ideas. I'm using it for ideas, but I'll walk you through that. So right now, I have been writing down like some favorites. I've been kind of keeping track of my son's favorites. You know, Christmas is coming up, and I want to kind of get him some fun stuff, some stuff that he's really into right now. He's really into like Cars, like the Cars movies. So he really likes Cars 1 and 3. He doesn't really care for 2, but he really likes Cars 1 and 3. I actually added Cars 2 in here because, you know, I kind of like it, but nonetheless, I wrote like some funny quotes from each movie. I rated it. I colored in the stars, so I gave it 5 stars. And then I wrote like what my son likes about it, and then what I like about it, and a little summary. And then he's also into Toy Story 1 and 4. I gotta add Toy Story 3 because he watched that today and he was really into Toy Story 3. So basically, I gave it 4 stars because I'm kind of tired of Toy Story. It was a childhood movie for us, and we've been watching it with my son like every day, all day. So I'm kind of over toys and the Cars movies, but I gave it 4 stars. I wrote like what he really likes and what he thinks is really funny about it. And then my husband and I binged watched all of the Harry Potter movies. I gave it 5 stars, hands down. I had never seen any of the Harry Potter movies ever. My husband has watched them at least 4 times from start to finish, all of them. And I've only seen movies 1 through, I think he said 8, just that one time when we binge watched it. So I was very in tuned. I loved it. I thought it was such a good movie. So I gave it 5 stars. I wrote like my favorite things about the movie. And yeah, basically these are just favorite inserts, and you can write down like I'm pretty sure people have seen these because they're floating around on Amazon, but people use them for various things. They use them for dailies. They use them for what they're intended to be, or they just use them for notes. I'm using it for favorites because I have the daily pages. But anyway, you can do music, movies, I don't know what icon that is, some little icon, pictures, shopping, sales, and like a little heart. Maybe you went on a date or something like that, but whatnot. That's in here. So I have those in here. And then I have these Cornell notes, like I mentioned. And basically what I was doing was kind of figuring out my 2023 stuff. So basically I was writing out, like, right now I have the Hobonichi Weeks Mega, the Leuchtturm Daily and Weekly with notes. And then I have the Midori Hibino. And then I also just added, like 2 weeks ago, I added the Hobonichi Weekly Supplement in A6 size. So I've been kind of going, what? If you hear that, that is my son being extra. Ashton, what are you doing? As you can see. Ashton, give me a second. Let me go see. Okay, everything is fine. He's just basically yelling because he wants to get out of his playpen. And yeah, he starts being extra to get my attention. So I'm going to try to wrap this up very soon. But nonetheless, I have these Cornell notes in here, and I've basically been mapping out my 2023 stuff. Just basically writing what each product is intended for, like what they are intended for, and then what my intentions for them is. And then in part, I've been writing a summary. Oh my goodness, I don't think I'm going to be able to get through this. I've been writing a summary as to what I want to use the planner for and all that jazz. After that, Ashton, I have a note section. My goodness. We go through this every day. He's doing stuff to try to get my attention. Ashton! Ashton! Give me a second. Okay. Hopefully that keeps him quiet just for a little second. But I have a note section, and basically I'm just writing down, like, I have places to go, followed by things to do. I'm still working on this. And then I wrote out, like, me and my son's daily routine. So right now we're kind of like in a new routine. I have a routine card that I made myself in Samsung Notes, and then I printed it out and laminated it back when we were in Germany. But we've kind of gotten a new routine, so I've been kind of writing that out. So that's that. Once I get past the note pages, this paper is really thick, by the way, and it has really wide lines, so I've been kind of getting like a couple of sentences in between each line, which is why I like the Filofax paper so much, because it's not so wide. I have a finance section in here, and basically I haven't filled out any sensitive stuff that I really don't want to share, but basically this is my current Amazon tracking. I was tracking my Amazon purchases or my Amazon spending, in my A5 disc planner. And basically I'm just doing the same thing. I'm just tracking my Amazon spending, my personal spending, and then any big things that change often, I'm tracking that, but I haven't written that stuff in here yet. And then I haven't filled this out either. I didn't notice that these were in here upside down, so I have to change those. But anyway, I have seen some Filofax password pages. If anyone's wondering what I did with the ones from previous setups, I keep them. I keep them in binders. And as I change my passwords, I usually shred those pages because they become irrelevant, but I don't want someone who could potentially try to hack my accounts to use those as like, you know, when they ask like what was the last password that you had, that kind of thing. So I shred them, but I do keep them. I recently changed some passwords, so I want to kind of write them in here. If you kept up with my on the go planner in the Filofax Saffiano, I do have like not a Midori, a Moleskine book where I've kind of put like all the account information and passwords together in one. But those, I never got around to doing my own. I just have my mom's in there because I run her accounts. And then I have some blank paper, which is going along with these. What are these? Finance sheets. Just for scratch notes in case I just need to write. You know how you just need to like add and subtract all that stuff, like maybe you might be trying to figure out a bill or a payment or something. I like doing it on blank paper, so I just have a couple of those in here. And then that's it, really. That's it for this little pocket planner. Like I said, some stuff will change. I'll be taking some stuff out to accommodate some of the stuff that I get from So Much Crafting. Now, I'll show you this. I did a setup with this. I had cut down 2 Stalogy notebooks and put in here at one point when I was pregnant and used it as a bullet journal. This is a Print Pressions. I think this is from the Sophisticate collection. I used it very briefly. I ended up buying 30 millimeter gold rings and putting in here. The rings that originally came in this is in this planner. So it came with gold rings, but they were 25 and the 25 fit better in here. And then I bought 30 and 30 fits better in here. And the reason being, which really he should put 30 millimeter rings in these planners because this is considered Pocket Plus because it is extremely wide. Like, if I just straighten this out, but it is extremely wide compared to original Pocket. Like, it's bigger in width. I don't know how well the camera is picking up on that, but it's bigger in width, and it's, I don't know if it's maybe like a smidge bigger in height, but it's just overall bigger. And so regular pocket size inserts really don't look bad, but they don't look like they fit, like they belong. So the bigger the rings, the more the insert sticks out, and you can get a whole lot more. So this is intended, I think, to be chunked up. And so I bought these 30 millimeter gold rings and I put them in here, and I might switch into this as my everyday carry. It actually holds all of the stuff in here a lot better because I've maxed out these 25, but I don't know. I don't though, because the zipper is smaller than the Moterm for sure. It's smaller than a Moterm. I have a harder time getting stuff in and out of this because it's kind of small. Like, I wish he would have went, you know, like from here to here with his zipper. I don't know. Maybe I'm reaching, but that's my thought on that. Like, the zipper itself is not really easy to get it's really not easy to get stuff in and out unless you're putting small stuff in there. These card slots right here are useless because you have this zip. Like, I feel like if he was going to do a zip, then he should have put it on this side and then just left these regular card width length, because it takes away from the card slots. And that's why I didn't stay in this when I had it set up before. It's because putting my cards and stuff in here was cumbersome. And then you only have like these two card slots. One's a window, and so you really can't do much with that. And yeah, you really need like a wallet insert in order for this. I thought about maybe putting this fly leaf. What is this? A Moterm fly leaf. I got this from the old Versa because I have that. I could use the old Versa, but I don't want to use the Versa. I didn't like the Versa really. But it doesn't really look good because this is like a pebbly leather and this is like a Saffiano. So it really doesn't look good together. It kind of looks weird. But nonetheless, that's what I have. That's all that I have. So enough of my rambling. I've got to go tend to my kid. But I hope you guys enjoyed this little candid kitchen counter video. And I will catch you guys in another one. Bye, guys.